Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. This time we'll be dealing with area of sector. Remember, remember, remember from the previous video, what is a sector? A sector is a part of a circle bounded by two radii and an arc. So when two radii bound a part of a circle with an arc, it actually subtends an angle. That angle is important to calculate area of a sector. So let's take for an example. This is a sector. Can you see it? This is a sector showing of a circle. You can see that the sector subtend an angle of 60 degree. So I told you that even the bigger part is also a sector, but this smaller part now is the minor sector, while the bigger part is the major sector, since the major part too is bounded by an arc and these same two radii. So we have the major sector and we have the minor sector. Now how do I calculate the area of a sector? Let's get started. Area of sector is given by theta all over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. Remember, theta all over 360 multiplied by the area of a circle. Theta all over 360 multiplied by the area of a circle. So that's simple as it. This theta now is just the angle subtended by that sector. So if the sector subtends an angle of 60, theta is taken for that 60 degree, meaning that there is a particular degree that is occupied from the total 360 degree of a circle. Multiply it by the area of the circle, then you will get the part of the circle that is the sector to be calculated, be it minor sector or major sector. Let's take for example, example number one. Find the area of the Roman figure 1 minor sector, Roman figure 2 major sector. So for us to do this, we take the solution. The first thing I told you, when you want to solve a question that has a formula, so it is important that you note that formula or you mention that formula. So by saying that area of a sector is theta over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So that will give us, since we are going for the minor sector first, minor sector, you can see that it is 60 degree that it's subtended. So this is the minor sector, not minding this chord. So this particular part is the minor sector. So the angle subtended is 60 degree. 60 degree divided by 360. So multiply by, you remember the value of pi, 22 over 7. Yes. Multiply by, what is the radius? Looking into this, you can see the radius. No, radius is a line drawn from any point of the circumference of a circle to the center of the circle, or to a fixed point. You can call it center of the circle or the fixed point of the circle. So that is 21. So we say 21 all over 1 multiplied by another 21 all over 1. So I can simply say 7 here 1, 7 here 3. So I can say 0 cancel 0. So 6 here 1 and 6 here 6. So I am left with 1 over 6 multiplied by 22 over 1 multiplied by 3 over 1 multiplied by 21 over 1. So from there we have 66 over 1, yes, multiplied by, what I just did to get this was 22 multiplied by 3, that's 66. So this 22 multiplied by 3, 66 divided by 1. So multiply by 21 over, so what we are left at denominators is 6. So 6 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 6. So we have 21 over 6. So multiply by 21 over 6. So I can divide further to say 6 here 1 and 6 here 11. So I am left with 21 multiplied by 11. So 21 multiplied by 11 will give me 231 centimeter squared. So that is the area of the sector, of the minor sector. So let's check for the major sector for Roman figure 2. The major sector will use the same formula. So 3 theta all over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So since the totality of the angle is 360, remember, is 360. So when the minor sector has taken 60, we will be left with 300. So the major sector sustained an angle of 300 degrees. So in this case, to be 300 all over 360 multiplied by pi 22 over 7 multiplied by 21 over 1 multiplied by 21 over 1. So from here I can say 0 cancel 0. So I can say 6 here 5 and 6 here 6. So I can say 3 here 2, just reducing to the lowest term. 7 here 1, 7 here 3. So I'm left with 5 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 3 all over 2 times 1 times 1. So I can easily say 2 here 1, 2 here 11. So I'm left with 5 times 11, 55, multiplied by 7 times 1 is 21. So 55 multiplied by 21 should be 155 centimeter squared. And you want to ask, where is our centimeter squared coming from? It's coming from the radius. Remember, the radius is given to be 21 centimeter. So we have centimeter here, we have centimeter here. So centimeter squared. So the area of the major sector is 1155 centimeter squared. So let's take another example. Take example 3. This time too, let us find the area of the minor segment sector and the area of the major sector. Okay. So let's take on the second diagram, and we are going to solve the minor sector and the major sector here too. So let's take it as example number 2. Example number 2. So the question still asks us to find the area of Roman figure 1 minor sector. Find the area of the minor sector. Roman figure 2 major sector, comma, if the radius is 10 centimeter. So say find the area of the minor sector, major sector, if the radius is 10 centimeter. So let's go into the business solution. So let us solve minor sector at this side. So the minor sector is equal to theta all over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So we know for the minor sector we have 120 divided by 60. Now multiply by 22 over 7, multiply by 10 centimeter, multiply by another 10 centimeter. So at this side we have 1 over 3, you know that. Multiply by 22 over 7, multiply by 10 over, okay, let's say we have 100 over 1. So we have 2200 divided by 21. So 2200 divided by 21. So 2200 divided by 21 is 104.76 to 2 decimal place. So to 2 decimal place. So that's for the minor sector. So let's the major sector at this other side. Major sector is equal to theta all over 360 multiplied by pi r squared. So now that the minor sector sustained 120, meaning that the major sector sustained the other angle, and that is 240, because if you subtract 120 from 360, we are left with 240. So 240 divided by 360 multiplied by 22 over 7, now multiply by 10 over 1, multiply by 10 over 1. So I would have 2 over 3 here if you divide by 120. So I'll add 2 over 3. Now multiply by 22 over 7, multiply by 100 over 1. So just like we did the other one. So we have 2 times 22 should be 44. So this time we have 4,400 divided by 21. So our answer is 209.52 to 2 decimal place. To 2 decimal place. So I believe you understood what we did in this video. Bye bye. See you in the next video.